Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of HowlingHusko Gaming Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing the indie title from Devolver Studios, Katana Zero. Now this game has been around for a while now. Originally released in 2019 for the PC and Switch, it has recently come out on the Xbox back in October of 2020. Developed by Askiisoft and published by Devolver Digital, the same publisher that released Enter the Gungeon, Hotline Miami, Fall Guys, and many more indie titles. This is a publisher that seems to be getting some great titles under its belt, and I for one can't wait to play more of these games. As with all my game reviews, I'll be keeping all spoilers to a minimum and only giving details on the first hour of gameplay. You play Katana Zero as Zero, a sword-wielding, mass-murdering samurai/cosplayer with amnesia. Every night you go out as a gun for hire, given only instructions on who to kill. These instructions are received during your psychiatry sessions, which you return to every morning after completing a mission. After completing a mission, you return to your apartment with neighbours blasting out drum and bass to fall asleep on the sofa, only to have nightmares, which you'll then explain to the psychiatrist afterwards, or not, depending on how much you feel like not telling him. The gameplay itself is set in New Mecca, a neo-noir city on the brink of collapse, where everyone seems to be, well, after you. But for good reason. You're a sword-wielding badass with the ability to control time, who can't really die, because once you do die, you just go back to the beginning. And that's part of the plot. The story's all over the place, and it's designed to be. This game involves temporal mechanics. You can be in one part at one moment, dying repeatedly in the same room over and over again without any reason for why you can't get past it, and then suddenly, poof, you're at the other side of the game. It's nuts. You'll be playing through the game, the screen starts to glitch. Once this happens, you're thinking, oh great, another broken game, but it's not the case. The story of the game comes through in these moments. Essentially the story boils down to the fact that you're a soldier that's got special abilities, that has no morals when it comes to killing, and just wants to find out what's happening. And this is where this crazy story gets going. This game is an action platformer. Essentially it's time-trialed levels that you have to get through before the timer goes down. But the caveat to this is that if you get hit even once, you're dead. Time rewinds and the level starts again. You can whip around these levels like a husky with zoomies. It's mental, and by the time you finish the mission and complete it, they give you a rewind function to show you what you did during that session. This is cool because it makes every run look like a speed run. However, getting to that point, that's where the fun starts. This is essentially one of those love-hate games. You can absolutely love the final effect, but getting there can be so frustrating. But so frustrating that you actually want to complete it. I'll get it on the next go. That's the way that this game works. You fail, you get it. And then you look at the next level and you go, I'll give it a go. Half an hour later, still doing it. But there's pleasure in this level of annoyance that it gives you. I have enjoyed this game so much because of it. At the end of the day, it's all about your strategy and a little bit of luck. Your abilities come down to hack and slash, the throw mechanic, slowing time down, and a slowed roll, all of which are used to complete every level. Throw in a conversation system where you have multiple choices, which can dictate how the story goes. You've got quite an interesting little game. So at this point, this is usually where I want to talk about the graphics. But come on, let's look at it this way. This is a 16-bit 2D arcade side-scroller. The graphics are not going to be AAA at this point, but what they are clean and they're beautiful. The game looks fantastic. Graphically, it's reminiscent of Monkey Island 2 from back in the 90s, and this is a good way to go. Only once did I not know what a character actually looked like, thinking that what was actually his hair looked like a helmet, but after seeing some of the promo pictures I now realise my mistake. The main character, Zero, wears a samurai outfit, which you can actually see the details of it with the black and gold. In 16-bit, that's pretty good. At the end of the day, this is an action game, and when you're slashing through enemies and seeing the blood spray go up the walls and bodies slumping, and in this you can see that the animators have obviously had some fun making this. The city itself is dark and desolate. yet there's neon signs all over the place and the lighting effects make the world feel lived in. All this comes together to represent a game that looks like it's had a lot of passion put into it. And in this day and age, with the games that are coming out half-baked, it really is good. Another thing to note is the music in this game. Whenever you start a new mission, your player opens up a cassette player and puts on a new track. And as you're going through the level, you're listening to the music that he is listening to on his headset. The music's generally synthwave, but there are elements of other music throughout the game, such as dubstep and EDM. This all adds to the ambience of the game and essentially works really, really well for it. So the final verdict on Katana Zero. Are you looking for a game that is part Samurai Jack, part Quentin Tarantino movie, part Groundhog Day, with a little bit of whimsy thrown in from Tim Burton? Then this game's for you. The game itself can range anything from 5 hours up to longer with repeated playthroughs. Once you get to the end of the game, you can unlock a hard mode and a speedrun mode, which adds more difficulty to it. And breaking my no spoilers a little bit, some of the decisions that you make in the game can affect when the game actually ends for you, but you can go back to a previous save and just continue from where you finished up. For me, this game won't be leaving my Xbox anytime soon, and maybe once this video goes out live, I can finally shut up talking about it to my friends. I can just point them in the direction of this video. I didn't know this game existed, and I'm glad I found it, because I've had such a good time playing it. Because of the time trial style mechanics of each level, you can actually just jump straight in, do a level and come out. Now, that would depend on actually how good you are at the game. It could take longer. But it does have save features. Highly recommended. Go out, play it. Katana Zero is available for all generations of the Xbox, Nintendo Switch and PC. On the Xbox it can be found in the GamePass, so make sure you get this before it leaves. Also check out the link. Should be on the screen now for the first 30 minutes of gameplay. Unfortunately, the music will be disabled for copyright reasons, but I will be sure to put other similar tracks over the top with no DMCA. And also check out the link below to get 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate for £1 in the UK and $1 in the US. All Xbox first-party releases are available on day one of release, and there are 100 games available, including EA's Play catalogue. It's well worth trying out for a few months for that price. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.